Hey everyone, Sarah here, coming to you from the first day of the World Parkinson Congress in Kyoto, Japan. In this video, I'm going to recap the golden nuggets from the first day of the conference that I gleaned from today's speakers and workshops, and I'm filtering out all the fluff so that you just take away the most potent, actionable items that can help you improve your Parkinson's symptoms immediately. As a side note, I am recording from a side street in Kyoto because it was just the most convenient. And so if you hear cars and people walk by, just take in the Kyoto culture. So to make this even easier for you, in the description box below, I'm going to hyperlink timestamp the topics that I talk about. So if there are certain topics you want to jump to, just click on that link below and you'll be taken right there and you can get to the meat of the stuff that you're interested in. So down there you'll also see the resources that I mentioned in this video. There are a few that you can click on and explore for yourself and dive even deeper into each topic. So easy enough. Make sure that you hit that like button, send me a comment in the comment section below, just let me know you watched this, and if there were any golden nuggets that you want to implement right away, let me know. So let's jump in. The first thing that the topic that I learned about was this multidisciplinary approach to Parkinson's disease. And multidisciplinary just means that there are multiple disciplines on your team helping you adjust and maneuver through your Parkinson's journey. So there are a core of healthcare providers that I'll talk about in a second that should be on your healthcare team. But what the research is showing is that when you are able to have multiple healthcare professions on your team helping you tackle various issues, then you usually have a better outcome no matter what the setting. So it could be inpatient, outpatient, hospital-based setting, community-based setting. The research across the board is showing that if you have a multifaceted approach to your Parkinson's symptoms, you improve your symptoms more efficiently, and the long-term benefits are also higher. Some research showed that it could keep people diagnosed with Parkinson's in the later stages out of a nursing home for up to 5 years sometimes. So our main core of your Parkinson's team should be a movement disorder specialist, which is a specialized neurologist, and a Parkinson's physical therapist, so again, a Parkinson's specialized physical therapist, a speech therapist, an occupational therapist, and a social worker. So in any point of your Parkinson's journey that you're dealing with a healthcare provider, you really want to make sure that they're familiar with Parkinson's, if not specialized, if they're able to. So speech therapists are able to specialize in Parkinson's. As I said, neurologists, physical therapists, occupational therapists can also. And then a social worker is kind of your point person. They're a great resource to help you find other resources. So they know how to set up referrals for you. They know how to communicate with healthcare teams. They know how to find you resources in your community as far as financial resources, support resources. They're just an amazing person to have on your team. They can be that point person for you sometimes. And so those 5 people are going to be on your core. And if you're able to, this conference really emphasized the power of going to a Parkinson's center of excellence, or depending on where you are in the world. In the States, we have something called the Parkinson Center of Excellence, which was a certification more or less established by the Parkinson's Foundation, and that just means that the center has gone through specific training to be able to provide care to people with Parkinson's. And in the United Kingdom, I took extensive notes, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. In the United Kingdom, the Parkinson's Excellence Network is what you want to be searching for. The EPDA is the European Parkinson's Disease Association. And then again, in the United States, the Parkinson's Foundation Centers of Excellence that is kind of run most notoriously by Dr. Michael Oken, who is also here at the World Parkinson Congress. So If you want more of the research on some of the multidisciplinary approaches, just shoot me a comment in the comments below, and I'll be happy to link up any other research that we found there. Let's see. Next up, we want to tackle Parkinson's awareness and activism. So, depending on where you are in your Parkinson's journey, whether you are just diagnosed, you're a few years into your diagnosis, you're well into your diagnosis, there are different ways that you can be an activist and raise Parkinson's awareness. And the reason why this was a topic for the World Parkinson Congress is because there seems to be this really large desire to have more of a voice as a Parkinson's community, in the healthcare community, and just in the general society. Parkinson's isn't really well known. It's kind of misunderstood. It doesn't get as much funding as some of the other diagnoses do, like Alzheimer's or HIV. And so there was this conversation that lasted half of a day with patients, and it was mostly people diagnosed with Parkinson's having this conversation, and they were talking about different roles you can play as an activist. And it ranges from just doing things that help you raise your wellness all the way to being a voice in your community that's actively speaking politically and doing fundraisers and getting out and doing videos and blogs and everything in between. So I won't recap all of the different roles, but I just wanted to relay to you how much, if you're feeling like frustrated with the under-awareness of Parkinson's or the misunderstanding of Parkinson's amongst your friends, your family, your coworkers, then you may be feeling the same sentiment that's going on here at the WPC. And I want to encourage you to use your voice, whether it's, and use the power of one. You know, you have the power to control how you approach your Parkinson's. You have the power to speak to the people in your small circle, even if it's one other person, about what Parkinson's is, what it is not, the good and the bad, and really telling the truth of your story and being honest with people and letting people know that, you know, you're living a life where you're trying to do the best you can for your wellness, and you're trying to eat right and exercise and keep your mindset right. And we'll get to the wellness factors of Parkinson's here in a moment. But, you know, you can tell them that you are doing all of these things, and you believe in your heart that doing all of these things is going to help you maintain your symptoms and slow your progression. And also, on the other end of it, people should be aware that Parkinson's is a serious disease. You know, sometimes people get this comment of, oh, you got off lucky, you know, at least it's Parkinson's and it won't kill you, and at least it's not Alzheimer's. And there was this sentiment here that said, no, you know, it is, while it isn't something that will kill me immediately, it is affecting my brain, and it is urgently needing assistance financially and politically. And I just wanted to encourage you, if you're watching this and any of this resonates, there is a community out there who will match the kind of outreach, the kind of activist role that you want to play, whether it's researching, whether it's innovating new technologies, and whether it's starting a blog and talking about your symptoms on video and sharing your experience. All of these different roles have a place, and you can find that group. It just takes a little bit of research. So if any of this is resonating and you want some help finding a place to express yourself, just shoot me a comment in the comment section below and tell me in general kind of what you're looking for, and we'll try and direct you maybe to a blogger or a group or an article, just somewhere to get you started if you are really looking to raise awareness and be an activist for the Parkinson's community. All right, next up is the 6 dimensions of wellness. And the acronym here is POISE. And rush hour traffic. The acronym here is POISE. So POISE, but there are actually 2 S's. And in order to have poise, this is what Tim Hague talked about today. This is really, really interesting to me. In order to have poise, you have to practice wellness. And poise is this self-assured and I have to get this right. Self-assured and composed manner. So how many of you really want to feel self-assured and composed as often as you can every single day? Tim Hague spent his session today talking about how to have poise. And that it is through physical wellness, occupational wellness, intellectual wellness, spiritual wellness, social wellness, and emotional wellness. And those spell out the acronym POISE. And his message today was really about when you practice wellness, when you are going out and exercising, that's your physical. When you are going out and, tuning into your spiritual, when you are getting creative with your intellectual, when you are reaching out and asking for help and building a tribe with your social wellness, those are all things that you can be doing to raise your poise level each day. And it's not just exercise because you're supposed to exercise, but really practicing wellness, taking care of your body and your mind and your spirit and your soul. Those things are going to help you maintain your Parkinson's symptoms and give you poise. So I thought that was really insightful. And again, those 6 dimensions of wellness are physical, occupational, intellectual, spiritual, social, and emotional. And I really wanted to hit the emotional also. Emotional wellness may be recognizing how your apathy is affecting you, maybe your depression, anxiety, and doing something about it. Reaching out and talking to a psychologist, a therapist, a counselor, a friend. And we talked about this at the conference, but that emotional side can almost cripple you. And if this resonates, I'm speaking directly to you. If you can't find the drive and the energy and the purpose to get up and go find, a tribe, and to get up and go exercise, to get up and practice wellness, then your wellness and your poise is going to suffer tremendously. So I just want to encourage you, if you are struggling, to call someone, text someone, write someone a letter, make an appointment with a therapist so that you can get over that hump, and because you are worth it. And something, he talked about as far as being a wellness activist is taking care of yourself is the best way to be an activist for Parkinson's, and being an activist, you have purpose, like you are your own worthy cause. I want to share this quote with you. It's something that you might recognize, and I know that we share it inside of our invigorated community. We've shared it before, but it really talks about your worth, and finding purpose just for the sake of finding purpose. And it's by Theodore Roosevelt. And he said, "The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short and again, because there's no effort without error or shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither knew victory nor defeat." And I take a minute to read that because when I hear that quote, it resonates with me a lot. From an entrepreneur standpoint, from a big dreams, want to make a big dent in the Parkinson's world as far as helping as many people as possible feel well. But for you, I hope that you can hear that quote and hear that I know it's scary to take the chance and take the effort and put forth the effort to work out and to eat well, and to practice spirituality and to believe in something greater and to see a therapist and to really just put yourself out there and be vulnerable in the face of Parkinson's. Parkinson's can be this really scary diagnosis. It is a really scary diagnosis, and it takes so much courage to still continue to put forth the effort. And that effort only means that you value yourself and your day-to-day and your life, and that you're not letting Parkinson's control you. When you stop daring greatly, when you stop putting forth the effort, even though you know you might fail, and in the end, Parkinson's may get the better of you. If you still step into that arena, that's valiant. That's not hiding, that's showing up, and that's how you live your best life. That's how you find joy. That's how you find enthusiasm. That's how you find purpose and peace. And there was a big emphasis on that today at the WPC. And I just want to tell you, if you're watching this from home and you feel alone, there are so many people that feel the same way, that feel scared, that feel like they just want to crawl under the couch and hide from Parkinson's. And you can if you want, and nobody would blame you if you did, but your life isn't there hiding from Parkinson's. Your life is in the arena, going to boxing class, going to church, having coffee with a friend, going to see your therapist, practicing art, practicing dance, even if it doesn't feel the way that it used to. That's showing up for your life in spite of Parkinson's, and that's a win every day. So dare greatly, everyone, dare greatly, please, because we need you out there. And if you want people to dare greatly with who are fighting the same fight, again, put it in the comment section below, and we'll help you find a group in your area that can help you kind of express all of that to the world. So that is, let me check in with my next topic here. Okay, the next topic is the first and most important step to choosing your individual wellness path. And what we talked about today was activity and exercise and wellness and getting going. So exercise is medicine. It's the best thing you could possibly do for your Parkinson's symptoms. And one movement disorder specialist, Tim Hague, movement disorder specialist in Canada, he said that his goal would be to have all of his patients become athletes. And some of you, that may resonate with you because you are already an athlete, and some of you may have never exercised in your life. So the main point here is that choose something. You need to be exercising. There's no doubt exercise is the best thing that you could possibly be doing. And I know there are some barriers to exercise, being able to travel, being able to drive. Maybe you have some other health conditions that limit your mobility. There are probably something, but if you need an exercise program, you can always join our booster program. It's over on invigoratept.com/booster. It's online exercise videos. So if you can't get out of your house, you can't drive, you can go check that out. But choose something. I encourage you to choose something and make that your sport. So running, boxing, yoga, dancing, swimming, tai chi, pick something. And even if it's not your favorite thing, you need to find something. You never miss a dose of your medication, which medication has no long-term evidence that it helps slow the progression of your Parkinson's. If you never miss a dose of your medication, it's that important to you, then prioritizing exercise as if it is your medicine needs to happen, because exercise is the only thing that can help your symptoms now and slow the progression of your Parkinson's symptoms over time. So pick something, become an athlete in something. And what Tim said was what you do or how well you do it is not the point. The fact that you have chosen to be active is what makes all the difference. And I could not agree with him more. We go for consistency over perfection, and pardon the truck. How cool is it, by the way, that I'm sitting in the street in Kyoto and have these beautiful lanterns behind me? I don't think they're lanterns actually, but they look like lanterns. I'm at an awesome, just like outdoor place. Anyway, pardon the trucks. So the point being, pick something, do it now, please, and get active so that you can preserve every single bit of your brain that you can possibly preserve. Okay, those are the takeaways from today. I also, on the Facebook page, I wanted to tell you that I did an interview with Tim Hague. So you can watch all of those over on our Facebook page, invigoratept.com/Facebook. Don't forget to like us over there and hit the subscribe button so that you can get notified when new videos go live. And then at the end of the day yesterday, we did the WPC award ceremony, and I wanted to give you a heads up of an awesome video that won the WPC video competition. And the winner was Anders Leines, and I'm probably slaughtering that, but it was a beautiful video. It's a kind of a tribute to Tom Isacs, who was a powerhouse in the Parkinson's world. If you haven't heard of Tom Isacs, he was a person diagnosed with Parkinson's. He established the Cure Parkinson's Trust. He was at almost every WPC, I think, and his wife spoke the keynote. And the video competition, the winner, kind of was a tribute to him and just his message and his enthusiasm. So the link to his video, Keep Hope Alive, The Day I Met Tom Isacs, is below this video in the description, so check that one out. And I'm also going to put a link to all of the WPC 2019 video competitors, including Omatola Thomas, and a handful of amazing other videos. Pamela Quinn submitted a video, so check out those videos. They're really inspirational. You may just find someone that resonates with you so that you can connect with them as well. So that is it for me for day one. If you found this recap valuable, please share it with someone who may benefit. And I'll be back tomorrow for day two's recap, so make sure you hit that red subscribe button on the YouTube channel and the bell to get notified when I post a new video. So things are getting busy here. I am going to hop off, but thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, or as they say here, Mata Ashta.